of departments, which I would, of course, mention in the emails.
Okay, before we go to the next question, this is not a job fair. We are having a discussion here, just again, maybe because we will do this kind of things more and more with banks and other institutions as well as we approach the graduation and all that. This was the initiative of Dr. Bislimi. We will have other initiatives as well. I know that the American Chamber of Commerce will do one soon, like a job fair or something like that. So, and all the banks and other institutions who are interested in our students can always approach us and do a job fair, a real job fair, where you're going to be able to talk directly with the department heads, what they require and everything, you know. So this is just maybe the first step for this year, and we'll do a lot of this. John, do you want to add anything to the questions that we had so far, or should we go to the next question?
Okay, Andrej Jushinca, junior student at AK.
We have to answer this question.
Okay, let me just answer your question. It's standard criteria. That's for any position you need to have certain things that you have to qualify in order to apply for the job. Of course, there are 4 years experience, but in your case, as an education, you have co-op opportunity that you can actually use it. Once you use that one, I mean, I can definitely tell you can put that in a CV, a resume, and then send it to us, and we look at it. But we don't look just to that, we look at the cover letter, we look at other things as well. That is just one or many things in the picture that we look at. But then the picture must be clear and also professional, so we actually make a decision based on what you present to us.
Like if it was in the US, it will be illegal, for example. You know, you're going to ask somebody to send you a picture when you apply for a job.
No, this is picture.
Okay, well, you've been waiting for a fact. Go ahead, please.
People get jobs.
No.
Don't check the applicant's Facebook.
Go ahead.
I didn't say picture of person, I said picture of...
Okay, thank you. Just to come back to the previous point that you mentioned about the mandatory requirements on hiring an employee. I heard about the test that was implemented in Procredit a few weeks ago about the basic math test. Yes, months ago. Is it true that more than 50% of current employees of Procredit fail in that test?
Let's talk about the topic.
Okay, this is, I wouldn't explain as a test, first of all. It is a project within a bank. Came from Credit Holding. It is a project which is in all the network of ProCredit where it operates. I could explain it as a capacity building. They are investing with the trainers. First, we started with a map. I'm sure that we will continue with English and other important issues, other important things that we need to have with as bankers. So this project will finish on 2010, end of 2010. We had gone through a pre-test. Some of us have passed, some of us have failed, but we have the trainings. We are going also during the working hours. They have, we have hired mostly 50 training math professors. So this is definitely a capacity building or capacity investment in ourselves. It's not, we're not speaking of any test you need to pass or you need to not be a ProCredit staff. It's definitely, because in the public, of course, they have transmitted in different ways, but it is something else, definitely. It is, they are trying to invest in us.
Someone in the back there?
My question was for the chatting major banks, Raiffeisen and ProCredit. I like it this way. About the security for money in your bank.
Security?
Yeah. For example, if any bank fails, are the customers of these banks, do they have any guarantee that they cover money?
Well, I don't think this is a question
These
for
are HR representatives.
No. This is a different type of question.
So those that are thinking to apply in these internships?
This is the question that you can ask Mr. Bislimi.
I'm referring.
Did you have another question or somebody else?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, please.
I'm referring to Procredit for the job that you mentioned earlier. Can you just briefly?
Okay.
So,
First of all, I would like to mention. First of all, I would like to to explain about internship. We offer internship twice a year. Maybe, probably you have been informed from ICANN, because we do communicate to Student Service Center here in the UK. It is from January for 3 months, and it starts from June for 3 months until the end of August. Besides these, of course, for the students of AUK, we had different criteria. We are very interested to have you people who are young and who have potential to start as interns. Regarding the positions, there are several positions. I would like to mention the internal audit department. Because of the specific nature of work which is within this department, we cannot find very high quality or qualified candidates in Kosovo. Therefore, we are trying to have young and ambitious people to develop them within this department. Besides this, it is a marketing department, the PR unit. It is the organization and branch support department. I'm mentioning some departments that would really be interesting for you guys, because I know the profile since I was a UK student. These departments that I mentioned and some others that I didn't, we're trying to very soon come to your university. If we are welcome, of course. The internship will start from June of this year, and the internship is in head office in all the departments and in the branches, not only Pristina and 6 other cities. It will start from June until the end of August. We will need to go through the recruitment process, which means the test and interviews, which are with lower criteria. Why we do go through this process? The reason is that we would like to have the people in the bank, meaning as employees. That's why we go through the regular process of recruiting them. And of course, after 3 months, we usually analyze if we need to offer a regular contract to these students. Currently, we have many students in internship in our bank who have started in January.
Thank you. I'll have a question before we go to the next one. All of you praise really our students. They do a great job, and we thank you for that. You have been a student here yourself, and when they do a good job, of course, that's a testament for us also that says that you're doing a good job. But what are some of the weaknesses? We would like to hear some of the weaknesses that you see among the AUK students, and that will be a good thing for them to know so they can work on those weaknesses. Now we'll start maybe with Kenson, we'll go on this.
It's difficult to talk about weaknesses, because in interviews when we ask applicants what's your strengths, there are 10 strengths within 10 seconds. What are your weaknesses? It's almost none. So I don't know whether I should be frank.
As frank as you can, because that helps them really to develop.
Okay. We have, in the past 5 years, from 2005, we have had internees from AUK, and a lot of them have become regular staff. Our opinion in human resources, in general, take this as generalization, also we cannot generalize for all students to combine competences, would be something like you are very good for ideas, new ideas, strengths or drive for results. We have now recently a few staff who don't stop if they don't get a response.